Hey everybody, Jeff here from Ontario Muscle, again bringing you another Ontario Muscle interview, and today we are joined by two special guests, Joey and Randy from Forest City Fitness. Hey guys, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
Awesome. Thanks for taking a few minutes to sit down with us and answer a few questions. We've followed the opening of your space last year. We were really interested in what you guys were offering as one of the only 24-hour card access fitness facilities in London. So we just wanted to sit down, ask you a couple of questions about what you've got going on here. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Why don't you both, or one of you choose, whichever wants to answer, tell us a little bit about your background in fitness.
Okay, I'll answer that first. For me, I was actually a competitive athlete, a figure skater at the national and international level, and then from there went on to cross country and track and field. And so my experience of fitness comes from all the training that we did to compete. Of course, we had on ice, off ice training that we participated in, and then coming from also being in the gym setting for most of my life. A lot of training in the gym, so that's my fitness experience.
As far as fitness background, I was a personal trainer for the last 20 years. I was also a medical massage therapist for about 15 of those. Just spent my whole life in the gym. I grew up with a dad who was a bodybuilder and who worked out every day, so it's in my blood.
It's in your blood. You got to see it. You got to see how easy it is.
Easy?
Yeah.
Let's say rewarding. Let's not say easy.
Nothing rewarding is easy. Well, all right. Then what sparked your interest in opening a fitness facility?
That's a great question. It was actually a domino effect of some events that happened in London. Moved to a gym I really liked. That gym unfortunately closed. Tried to help save that gym, and it turned into this. We never ended up saving that gym, unfortunately. It was a great place and nice people, but it just didn't happen. And then this place came available, and everything just fell into place. And I scooped Randy and managed to build something that is absolutely a reflection of how much I love working out and how much I love the industry, and also the way that we care about the people in our neighborhood. And it turned into it. We were worried in the beginning that, we had all these lustrous plans and we really wanted to make something really perfect, and it wasn't going to stay that way, and it's actually gotten better than I thought. So I was pretty happy.
Fantastic. I mean, it sounds like you've got some great vision there, and that you've made it about the people as opposed to about the money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you make it about the people, then the money and things like that and all the rewards come afterwards. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the vision that you've tried to create here?
Absolutely. So our whole vision is fun, fresh, friendly, and so that starts, of course, with how we treat the people when they come into the space. As the manager of the space, I think it's really important to know everybody's story, know why they're in the gym, how we can help them. First name basis is always really, really important to us. We want them to be able to walk into the space and feel the atmosphere, and that vision of fun, fresh, friendly suits that entirely. So the fun is obviously, we're a little cheeky. We like to have fun in here. Check out our Instagram. And then also the fresh part, I think, would come from just the space. Everything in here is entirely brand spanking new, from all of our equipment that we have to offer to the design plans and lovely smoothie bar back here. We also bring in new equipment every 6 months, so that's also the fresh aspect of the space. Whether you're a member from the day we opened the doors to however long we're here, 10 years from now, you're gonna walk into the space and you're gonna see fresh equipment. And then the final F, the friendly, obviously comes from not just the team that we have here, but the people. We have some of the best members.
Yeah, they've created their own community because the space gave them the opportunity. They're really happy to meet somebody new. They'll talk to anybody on the gym floor. We have people creating little workout groups that you don't normally see, and it's just working out really well. Awesome.
I've seen that community created out there in the social networks by people connecting through your hashtag.
Oh,
and
completely.
You can see them all come together and see everyone. So it's a great environment that you've created. And I've only been here a month or so, but absolutely love it. It's fantastic. Well, then, what do you think separates you from everyone else?
I think we can start with the key fob access. We're the only true 24/7 facility in London. You have access to our gym 365 days a year. So there's absolutely no restrictions. You want to come in the middle of the night, you can come in the middle of the night. And you want to come on holidays, just swipe the key at the front door and it's your gym.
Fantastic. So you're London's only 24 access.
True 24 hours.
True 24.
Some of them claim 24 hours. Problem is they're 24 hours about 360 days a year. But those extra 5 days, if you're a fitness buff like me and you want to come on that holiday and it's not open, it's very frustrating. Or if you close early on a holiday, it's very frustrating. We're actually open literally all the time. Someone asked us, so when do you close? I'm like, we don't. And the look on their face was confusion. And they're like, no. But like when there's a holiday, what time do you close at? We don't. And that answer, we have to keep pushing it back to people. We never close, ever. It just never happens. So.
All All right, well, we've talked about your background in fitness. We've talked about what sparked your interest in opening a fitness space and things like that, the vision that you've tried to create. Well, why don't you each tell me one of your greatest highlights in what you've done here, one of the greatest things you've seen?
I would say it's the relationships that I've created, not only with the staff here, but again, I'm always going to have to pull that back to the members. They are so appreciative of what we have here, and I think I don't think I'll ever be done with that experience. Every day it's something new, a reason to walk out of the space, give yourself a pat on the back, and just be proud of coming into work every day. I truly love my job. I love the people. I've got the best boss in the world, so I can't
Craziest boss in the world?
Yeah, that too.
For me, honestly, it's probably been this past few months. I competed, I did 2 shows back to back for bodybuilding, and to watch members show up at my shows to support me with huge, big placards and writing special notes to me to encourage me. It's usually the other way around. It's usually the person wanting, the money and the whatever who's pretending to encourage. But if we've created an atmosphere where they're literally giving it back. And if you've given them that much, they're willing to give it back to you, you've done your job. You've created friendships and you've created bonds that are way past just the gym. Because it's like, people drive 2 hours to come and see me compete just to say hi, just to say congratulations, to bring me donuts, which was awesome. So that's, to me, is the highlight, that connection, that feel of, they're not just the people who come to my gym, they're the people who are my friends now. It's cool.
Awesome, that's fantastic. Well, before we end off, let's ask a couple of rapid fire questions to get your opinion on a couple of things. Don't worry, nothing scary. All right, favorite pre-workout?
Right now, Madness.
Yeah, Madness 100%.
By far.
Hey, I'm taking that today.
Okay. Awesome.
Awesome. All right, favorite piece of equipment?
Sissy squat bench. It's hard.
Okay, it's not a piece of equipment, it's a room in the space. And it would have to be the large studio, because it's where I run my new pound rockout workout. We're the only ones in London that offer it. It utilizes drumsticks, cardio-based class.
Oh, okay.
We rock out. I lose my voice after every class on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. It's tough, but it's fun.
Nice. If you had to train with one person in the fitness world, who would it be?
Oh, geez, that's a good one.
Brandon Corbett. He's crazier than I am. I love that.
Okay, this is going to sound so cliche, but it's an honest-to-God truth. It's actually Joe. When I get to train with Joe, he kicks my butt every single time. We had a great time during the build-out of the space training together. So that's my honest answer.
All right,
See, crazy boss.
Last question. If you could go down and pound down as many calories as you could, what would you eat?
Oh, everybody knows chocolate. Chocolate. Always chocolate for Randy.
It's different every day. Probably today would be donuts and chocolate and more donuts. Awesome. And I might have had a couple already.
Well, we'll find out if you get a donut pump in the gym a little later on today. Well, thank you guys for sitting down with us. We really appreciate you taking the time out of our day, and really hope that we can do some great things here at Forest City Fitness. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and stay tuned for a gym tour.